Hi, I'm Jon Cohn, and welcome to the boardroom. No, this is not where we go to have long bureaucratic meetings. This is where we go to have fun and play board games. On this channel, I'm going to be giving you board game reviews, board game previews, giving you behind the scenes looks on some of the games that I've worked on in the past or I'm working on presently, like this guy right here, Ghostland. We're also going to give, for anybody out there who's interested in learning how to become a board game designer, I'm going to be giving seminars on pretty much every little aspect of the board game design process. And not just design, but how to present your game to a publisher, how to play test and run your games for other friends and family and other people that you might be wanting to show your games to. So we're going to be working on all of that, but today I'm just going to give you a little bit of me. I'm going to talk about what I've done, how I got into the industry, and what drove me to become this nerdy. When I'm not writing horror novels, I'm most likely either playing or designing board games. I've been basically doing this since I was 12 years old, but professionally doing it only for the last 10 or so years. I started this journey in about 7th grade when somebody introduced me to a little card game called Magic the Gathering. Now, Magic is, for those who don't know, it is a card game where you build the decks that you're going to play against other people. Now, for me, I saw this as an immense opportunity to create something out of pieces that already exist. It is a trial and error game. You say, oh, I wonder if this is going to work. Nope, that doesn't work at all. Let me try something completely different. Oh, that kind of works, but how can I make it better? From there, I learned to play Dungeons and Dragons, which was another huge stepping stone for me. It's a collaborative storytelling experience. It's good fun, it's thievery, it's murder, but it's also extremely nerdy, which is all the things I love. So, I got deeply into those games. In college, I started to make some games of my own that were just pens and paper. I made a game called Mary Curie's X-Ray Challenge. It was a drinking game where you were trying to isolate isotopes using a standard deck of cards with some creative flares that I used a Sharpie with. But it was a game. It was something that I created, and it was something that I thought was a lot of fun. And so from there, I kept going. I kept making more games. I took games that I liked, games that I thought had potential, but didn't quite hit that dopamine boost that I wanted in that game. And I thought, okay, how can I improve this? How can I put myself into that game? And that really was what started the journey for me. In 2015, I designed my very first game. It was called King of the Creepies. It was a card game, board game, dice game. It had a lot of stuff. In short, it was kind of a mess, but it was my mess, and I made it from the very start, and I saw it through to the very end. And it turns out that somebody else thought it was pretty fun too. IDW Games picked it up, and they published it. And when I got to know the people that were working there through the development process of King of the Creepies, they discovered that I was a huge stinking nerd. So from there, they gave me some really fantastic opportunities to work within license, which is really what I love. I made Ghostbusters games. I made Dragon Ball. I made Ninja Turtles. It was honestly some of the most fun I have ever had in my life. From there, I started making more games. I met more people, got more into the industry. I made designs. I became a developer, which is kind of like a designer, but you take somebody else's game where they've come up with most of it, but not all of it, and you kind of get the game to the finish line. I've been a publisher. I had my own company called Bread and Circuses. I've been a module writer for tabletop RPGs like Dungeons and Dragons, Secrets of the Lost Station, and other games. I've even been a rulebook writer. That's right, sometimes board game designers, they know how to make a good game, but they don't necessarily know how to communicate how to play that game. And that's where I come in, because once again, I'm a huge stinking nerd. When you have your board game nights, I'm the guy who says, oh, I've already read the rule book and watched a YouTube video about it. I know where all the different rules are, and I know the addendums on the addendums for every edge case that you come up with. It's just something I love to do. Now that you know a little bit about my qualifications, I want to get to know you a little bit. Tell me your origin story. Tell me what games you're playing. Tell me if you're working on something. Put all of that in the comments, and I would love to read about it and respond to it. And hopefully, we can all get to know each other a little better here in the boardroom.